What's up guys, thanks for coming to Gaming Canada with me. Today I'm going to be showing you how to block and delete firmware updates on your new Nintendo Switch purchased in July 2018. The July 2018 and later models are special because they might have new updated eye patches that prevent custom firmware being loaded through Rcm mode. Rcm is a recovery mode that will normally allow you to send custom firmware payloads to your Switch, essentially giving you said custom firmware. Luckily, there is good news. These new Switches come on firmware version 4.1.0, which is going to be hackable in the near future using a softmod exploit called Deja Vu. So as long as we do not update past 4.1.0, we can still hack these new Switches, we just have to be patient. But maybe you were like me, you just got your Switch, you opened it up, you stuck your Wi-Fi password into it, and the next thing you know, there's an update downloaded and it's ready to launch. Well, have no fear, it's apparently super easy to block future updates and to delete the update that's already downloaded to your console. In a part 2 video, I'm also going to show you how to test if your Switch has the updated eye patches by sending a payload from your PC to the Switch through a 56k ohm USB-A to USB-C cord. Now, I've provided a link in the description because you need a very specific USB cord so that you do not brick your Switch. If you happen to have a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, you can also use the cable that comes with it to do this as well. You'll also need an Rcm Jig, which you can purchase on eBay for very cheap. If you look for high quality 3D printed jigs with copper wire in them, you probably can't go wrong. Alternatively, I'm going to show you how you can make one yourself with a paper clip, but it's not recommended for multiple uses and should only be used to test if you can boot into Rcm. Maybe go ahead, get yourself one of those cables, then subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the part 2 video. Okay, enough of all that, let's get this started. Alright guys, on the left hand of the screen you will see I'm on switch.hacks.guide. Now this is Playlex guide. You might remember him from the 3ds.guide. They all now have the .hacks in the middle. Still the same guys, same website. So this is going to show us the DNS that we're going to need to configure our Switch to so that it can no longer download updates from Nintendo servers. Fairly simply, go ahead and launch into System Settings. Scroll down to Internet. Hit A on Internet and then hit A again to go into Internet Settings. Once you're in the Internet Settings, go ahead and click on your connection with the check mark next to it. Go down to Change Settings and hit A. Now scroll down to DNS and hit A. Now you're going to want to turn this to manual. Go ahead and hit A on primary DNS, and now you're going to change this to the numbers that you see on the left. 104.236.106.125. Go ahead and hit OK. Now for your secondary DNS, you're going to want to hit A on it as well and change it again to the numbers on the left. 62.210.147.20. Go ahead and hit OK. You can now go over to Save and hit A to save. Now that your network settings have been saved, now you are no longer going to download updates automatically from Nintendo. Something else we can do really quickly is just scroll all the way down to the system settings at the bottom. Go over, and as you can see, my system update is ready, so I got to be careful. I'm going to delete that update in a second here, but what we need to do is scroll all the way down until we see auto update software. Go ahead and turn that off, as well as send error information. Make sure that is off as well. I'm going to press the B button and go back to the home screen. Now that you're back on the home menu, go ahead and hold the power button down until the power options appear. You're then going to fully shut down your system. Okay guys, now that your Switch is completely powered off, you're going to want to press down on the volume and up on the volume and keep holding them after you press the power button. Now this should boot you into recovery menu. Now if you did this properly, your system should boot into this maintenance mode menu. Now just by entering this menu, you have deleted the update that was already downloaded onto the system. So now I am on 4.1.0 and the new update is no longer on my Switch. Now do not choose any of these options. All you need to do is hit the power button and power off your device. Okay guys, we're back on our Switch. We powered it off from the maintenance mode, then just booted it back up. Now what we're going to do is go into the system settings, and I'm going to show you guys that there is no more update on my system. So we'll scroll all the way down to System at the very bottom, and as you can see, current version 4.1.0, and there's no system update ready to install. This worked perfectly well. Shout out to Playlect for the switch.hacks.guide. Super easy to follow, nice and simple. So now that you've blocked system updates and there's no more updates on your Switch, you can go ahead and just wait for Deja Vu to be released and then use Atmosphere custom firmware or any other custom firmware that's been released by the time that Deja Vu goes public. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please slam that thumbs up on the way out, really helps out the channel. And don't forget to watch out for that part 2 video. See you soon. Peace.